Hello everybody, this is Gregory with Permanent Weight Loss Made Easy, where there should be no hesitancy in your weight loss and in your weight maintenance. Today we're going to talk about the old aphorism, how idleness is the devil's workshop, and how that applies to weight gain. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. I lost over 100 pounds and I've kept it off almost now 33 years coming up in May. And post a review and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, so the old phrase, idleness is the devil's workshop, or the idle hands are the devil's workshop. There's different kind of corruptions of this phrase. What does this have to do with weight loss? Well, it's simple. Idleness, laziness, too much leisure time, too much free time. This is not good for us. We are created to know God, love God, serve God. And part of that, and you see this played out in 2 Thessalonians, is we are expected to work, right? God gave us a work ethic. We are meant to do something productive with our life. It doesn't mean necessarily you have to make money doing it. It doesn't have to be like a CEO job. You could be a janitor, you could be a teacher, you can be whatever. Just keep your day occupied and make an honest wage. I know honest is hard today in the world we live in, but make an honest wage. And what happens is when we don't have some sort of purpose or a mission in our life or a goal, we tend to be adrift, like on an ocean, on a raft on an ocean. And that leads to what? Sadness, depression, and that can lead to what? Overindulging in alcohol, drugs, and junk food. And when you have a mission in your life, whether it be I'm going to be a teacher and work my way up and teach, I don't know, I'm a math teacher and I'm going to go from Algebra 1 to teach AP Calculus, the best kids, or I'm a salesperson, I eventually want to be a sales manager, or whatever it is. You have a goal, right? I'm a low-level bouncer at a comedy store and I'm going to end up being Joe Rogan or whatever. There's a goal, right? There's a drive. You have a destination. And there's a lot of people today, whether it be because of kind of the entitlement industry that we have today, for lack of a better word, the welfare state, there's just kind of handouts, right? Handouts disincentivize work ethic. They weaken us. They weaken us, and they're bad for us overall. And so when we have too much free time, whether it be because we're underemployed, we're unemployed, we're receiving handouts, or maybe you just have a job that's kind of easy to do, so you just stay home all day. I'll tell you, staying home all day is a bad thing, because what are you going to do? You're either going to overindulge in food, because you have all your pantry food there, you're going to overindulge in drink, or you're just going to overindulge in drugs. And all these things are bad for us ultimately. They're all corrupt our body and therefore can corrupt our soul. So I would tell you, if you're one of these guys who's always on the internet watching porn or on OnlyFans and you're online gambling, just screens all day, find a mission, find a goal in your life. Because once you have that, you'll realize that all these temptations, like the demon on one shoulder and the angel on the other, all the voices coming from the devil, like do this, eat ice cream, drink a bunch of alcohol. You'll be like, no, I got some goals to do. And you think about it, in your life, in those periods when you have been productive or you feel like you had a mission, you probably weren't overindulging in these vices. But in those periods of your life where maybe you didn't have a mission, you do indulge in these things. So I tell you, be the best man or woman that you can be in whatever you do. And try not to have too much leisure time, because we live in a world now where we don't have to, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna have to go in the outback and catch the chicken, cut the chicken, kill it, pluck it. Food comes so easy now with Uber Eats and all the processed junk that we have, that it's best to be at work. It's best to be outside the house, and it's best to be doing something that you love to do, because when it comes to, oh, I could just go home and look at screens and you know what's inevitably gonna happen there, or I could be out with friends or out doing my job or doing a second gig, that is going to focus you and it's going to give you meaning. And when you have meaning in your life, you're less likely to indulge in the vices. Guys, post in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.